Chyba kazali mu namalować no, takiego kota. Okej. Tamta obra leczy. Nie jest dobrze.
The odds are against us.
I do widzenia. Kimś będę musiał tu walczyć, czy nie? Chyba nie. Ominąłem medalion? Czy on jest dopiero za... Albo będzie za głównym przeciwnikiem.
I spent a small fortune hiring every cut, purse, footpad, and ruffian this side of Rukenval. Great deal of good it did me.
Ano.
By order of the Meisters, and in the name of the Legion, you're under arrest. Surrender now and come quietly.
The certainty of being executed by the city or the possibility of being killed by some righteous vigilantes?
No,
I'll choose the latter.
O, gdzie on jest? Ała. Kurde. Dawaj. No wy dwoje przez siebie przeszliśmy. Padaj.
Enough. I know when I've met my match. Spare my life, and I'll go quietly.
If you tell us what you've been doing down here, the Meisters might not hang you.
The dapper old gent hired us to abscond with the city's automatons. We tear them up, turn them over to the gent, he pays us good coin. I guess he's selling the damn things on the black market, but it's none of my affair. It's hard to carry those metal brutes very far, so we set up here, in the crypts. The locals don't come down here. Not anymore.
One more question. How do I find the dapper old gent?
Best of luck to you, friend. I've sent people to follow him, but it's been no use. He's like a ghost. My men will trail him to a dead-end alley, and like that, he'll be gone. He finds me, I never seek him out.
Constables will be coming to arrest you. If you try to run, we'll hunt you down.
Okej. Czas pozbierać fanty. A no, miałem rację. Zanim będzie. Te duże też mogę dźwić? Super! Fajnie, amulet. Nic. No widać. Coś tu jest? Nie. Zadania. Aha.
Did you see? That thief showed no fear of prison, even though he will certainly hang.
Czyli się go gość boi bardziej. Coś tu mamy? Chyba nie. Poza kilkoma kuferkami. Wow, trochę tu jest automatowo.
The thief must be sure that something will happen, and someone will set him free.
Albo tak. No i proszę. Na początek.
So, my research was put to good use. I'm glad the artifacts are back in the hands of the Legion.
Hello there, friends. Looking for anything in particular?
How is business on this side of town?
It's a living, but not by much. Can't turn my back for a minute or folks seem to wander off with my goods. But don't let my ranting and rambling ruin your day. Give a holler if you want something. Hello there, friends. Looking for anything in...
We seem to have found something of yours. A shipment of goods.
Bless you. I was wondering what became of that shipment. I can't thank you enough.
We're glad to help. If you have any more trouble, our chapter house is always open to you.
Aye, the folks around here don't have a fine history with the Legion, but I hope that'll change. Now really, I must insist on paying you.
Działo się dobrze? No dobra, coś masz? Nie. Ja może posprzedaję kilka śmieci. Coś jeszcze tutaj jest z pustą kropką. Okej. Na razie oddajmy pierwsze i za chwilę do odlewni.
back at last. Several of the thieves have surrendered and offered statements of confession. I've been reading them. Interesting indeed. The automatons cost the city a fortune to build. No doubt their components sold for a hefty sum. If the gent is actually selling them, then.
You don't think he means to sell the automaton parts?
Well, if he was raising money to fund his illegal operations, there are less convoluted ways of doing so. I hypothesize that he's trying to get a closer look at our automatons. To what end, I cannot say.
So I trust we can count on your vote?
I am a goblin of my word. Of course, you will have my vote.
Tak?
And one thing more. Legally speaking, you were deputized by a Meister to administer discretionary justice. In other words, I owe you fair recompense. And with this, our contract regarding the matter of the missing automatons is complete. Do remember that this payment
No
is
dobrze.
taxable
Wszystko musi
income.
być opodatkowane.
Of course. The Legion isn't above the law.
Good. I'll have my assistant deliver all the necessary paperwork to the chapter house. Taxes are due second day of Spring Harrow. At some point, I'll send over an assessor to determine how much of the causeway is considered taxable acreage. Now, if you'll give me a moment, I'll find the sub-schedule for arcane expenses. Hold on. Let me see where I put that.
Do widzenia panu. Bo jeszcze mnie opodatkuje. A. Dobra, można iść do odlewni sobie spokojnie. Ale pieszczoch z ciebie! To akurat było do psa. Siedzi koło mojej nogi i domaga się pieszcząc. Z niego się robi 2 razy większy pieszczoch co roku. Jest jedynym zwierzakiem w domu, a i tak jest niedopieszczony. Przychodzi, siada koło mojego krzesła i głowę na nogi kładzie lub pod, szturchając lekko. Domaga się podrapania. No, to ja wchodzę do Fallouta? Do schronu 13? Jeny, ale zabezpieczenia. To odlewnia czy więzienie?
Sorry, my friends, the foundry is closed for an undefined amount of time. We do regret any inconvenience this may cause.
The 10th Legion is at your service. Just tell us what's going on.
What a blessing! The city's automatons can't handle the heat of the foundry, and we ironmongers are craftsmen, not constables. The Cyclopses have gone mad. They've killed a few of our foremen, and the gears of the foundry have stopped. We spotted goblin agitators inside as well. And if that wasn't enough, the fire elementals that power our furnaces have gotten loose.
O, lepiej być nie może? Jakieś złe wieści?
I need to ask you a few questions before I go inside.
Of course, anything. Just ask.
These goblin agitators you mentioned, do you know who hired them or what their plan is?
They wore no official heraldry and made no statements of allegiance. We give tours of the foundry. I'm sure that's how they got in. The Cyclopses haven't killed them, so for all we know, they're working together. Perhaps they incited this madness.
How exactly did these Cyclopses get into the foundry in the first place?
Oh, they've been here for years. And in all this time, they've tirelessly tended the foundry without complaint or commotion. This caught us all by surprise. One moment they were working peacefully, the next, wanton violence.
Do you have any idea why your workers would take over the foundry?
The night foreman? The man in charge when this uprising began? I'm afraid he's dead. All our efforts have gone into evacuating the wounded and making sure the Cyclopses don't escape into the city. We're short on...
We're ready to help. What would you have us do?
Our attempts to parley have ended in bloodshed. You'll need to pacify them by force. I don't want the Cyclopses eliminated. I just want them to go back to work. So find their leader and humble him.
Trzeba uspokoić.
The sooner the foundry is back in operation, the better. If you can restart any of the gear works below, that would also be a great help.
Jak zwykle, coraz więcej na moich biednych pleckach.
Pardon me, I'm still a bit jumpy. What with the Cyclops revolt?
Dobra, to chyba wszystko tutaj. A, nie. Coś mi mówi, że cyklowy tutaj raczej nie pracują z własnej tak woli. Aha, kolejne, tak?
Step cautious there, Legionnaire. Several of my men never made it out of the foundry.
I've seen fire jackals down there glowing so hot, even the Cyclopses can't control the beasts.
Tak, czyli będą coś w rodzaju tego, co Angie przywołuje. Słodce. Aha. Żądamy. Nie mają ani jednego dnia wolnego? Czyli chyba pracują 24 godziny na dobę. Okej. A, czyli pracowały za darmo.
Watch out! Be wary of the grates. Those fires are even hotter than mine.
Au, au. Kurde, już mnie wkurza to. Au. To właśnie jest jeden z tych kroków. Ej! Oła. Tak. Ja się zastanawiam, kto tu może w ogóle pracować. A, dobra. Kurde, kawałek terenu już blokuje. Dobra, zobaczmy, co tu mamy. No, czas chyba wymienić. Wytrzymałość... Zbrojek spadła, mowy nie ma. Zbroja tu spada, ale wytrzymałość, zwinność... Nie, chyba nic nie będzie. No tak, ta zbroja nie ma pancerza. Atak spada, wytrzymałość się podnosi, wola, zbroja spada. Zbroja też tu spada, wytrzymałość, atak. Dobra, ty to masz... Nie. Nie, nie, nie. Zguba, blok. Same zwykłe. Okej, gdzie teraz mam iść? A tak, tam. A, tryb pewnie blokował. Albo było zamknięte. Dobra. A, za to lubię Angie. Ona ogłusza ich